Hey, this is Stephanie Pickard with Guitar Control, and today we're going to talk about how to develop timing and accuracy on the guitar. So I want to make sure that you guys can see me on both Facebook and YouTube, and then we'll get started. So as always, I'll do about 30 minutes of lesson and then a Q&A, and then I will actually see you again tomorrow. So because of the 4th of July, the schedule got a little different, but yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with another topic that you guys have sent in. So as always, if you haven't already, feel free to send in topics and let me know other subjects you guys would like to learn. Let me know if you can see me actually for sure, but let's see. I think we're still good. So yeah, let me know other subjects that you guys want to do. These are all topics sent in from you guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have free videos up every day, so check them out for myself and others. So we have a lot of great instructors, and we're always answering questions that you guys are sending in. So really appreciate you guys doing that, and we'll get started once I see you guys say hello. So let's make sure we're all good. And yeah, so, okay, cool. I think YouTube is good. Facebook always takes a second longer. So if you're on Facebook, please say hi. And I have a couple cool examples I want to show you guys today. I know it ranges from advanced to not advanced things. I'll show you a couple of each. Some main points that I want to go over regarding accuracy and timing are playing slow to play fast. And I've talked about this a lot too. And a lot of accuracy to me has to do with technique and things like that too. So if you need more in-depth information on that, be sure to go to our YouTube and check out my 5 killer guitar speed picking tips. I go way in depth in that one. So you can find that in our Guitar Control YouTube channel. Make sure you click on like the folders and the playlists, and you'll see a playlist for me or a topics playlist, and it'll be there. There's also a lot of other great subjects too. Metronome. Use a metronome. If you really don't like a metronome, a drum machine is also pretty awesome. But also just like building one lick. So just something to really lock into time and kind of understand timing. The other thing is paying attention to detail, like really tiny little details in playing, vibratos, little tiny bends, things like that. For me, accuracy, that's a big one. I have a couple of Jason Becker examples I really like that I'm excited to show you. And then just practicing smart. I've talked about this a lot too, is that if something's really hard for you, hi Paul, if something's really hard for you, try isolating it. So let's see. Cool. Oh wait, did it say, oh yay, it's working. So I believe it's working. I'm gonna refresh Facebook and make sure that you can see me. But I'm pretty sure it is working. So cool, yeah, isolating things. So just playing one thing, like if you have a lick that's hard for you, you know, I always like those Paul Gilbert ones, like those little Paul Gilbert ones I like a lot. That's how I built up my speed picking, so I always really like those. I just like him as a guitar player in general. But if you say, you know, a huge thing that I learned, hi David, hi John, a huge thing that I learned from a lot of my teachers was how to isolate things. So to make sure that, you know, I'm practicing smart by not, oh, let's see. Okay, let me know if you guys can still see me. So by not maybe practicing the entire lick, like say I'm doing pretty well on the lick, but only isolating the part that's hard for me. So a lot of times that happens to be this part for people when we skip to the next string. So that. So, you know, people like Paul Gilbert, when I say with him, or Chris Broderick, would say really isolate that and just work on that. And like study it. What's going on with your hand? Like why isn't it coming through? Are you slightly muting with your pointer? What are you doing? So really just taking note until you get a really clear sound, and then applying it in the lick. So that, like, if you have your guitar, I know this one doesn't have fret markers, but I do love it so much, so it's hard for me not to use it. But if you go to the 5th fret, and I am tuned down, so we won't sound identical, but the concept is the same. You can play this in any key and any fret. So I'm just going 5, 7, 8 on the 6th string, and then dropping to the 5th fret, 5th string, and then back down. 8, 7, 5. So 5, 7, 8, 5 on the 5th string, back to the 6th string, 8, 7, 5. And then speeding it up when you're ready. And then I like that extension a lot where it goes. this is going to sound silly, but knowing what you're playing. So a lot of times when I was first starting out, I was younger, I would just go crazy and I wouldn't totally know what I was playing. And that's, as silly as it sounds, that's a huge part of it. So you got to know what you're playing. So that's why playing slow to play fast and all of that can be really, really helpful. Awesome. Hi, Raymond. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Lisa. Oh, that's awesome. Everything is good with me. Thank you. I hope everything's good with you. I know it's late for you. I'm so sorry. So also, sometimes you guys ask about the times of these. They're always the same time, so 7 Central. Just tune in. I know this week was kind of funky with 4th of July, so I hope you guys all had a really good 4th of July. And yeah, I'll be back again on Thursday. So usually it's Tuesdays and Thursdays for me, but today just an exception because of the holiday. All right, so back to what I was talking about. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about accuracy and timing on guitar. So the main point that I was going over right now was isolating problem areas, so things that are hard for you. So, right, and if you want to see the guitar just a little bit better, I'm going instead of the whole thing, and then I'm applying it. And then also I'm adding it. So we already did that. Then going back up, 5, 7, 8, 5 on the 5th string, 7, 8, back down, all the same, and then start over. And also a good way to kind of help your timing and your accuracy is to kind of make that first note stick out. So kind of put an accent on it. Hello, Mike. Hello, Lance. And just kind of accenting that helps a lot. Oh. Oh, thank you. I know I'm not normally here on Wednesday, but I'm here on Wednesday today, so hopefully that's a pleasant surprise. And also, if you guys, me and my fiance put up a new video on YouTube, so if you check out my YouTube channel or you check out my Instagram at Shredany, you can see our 4th of July video. We did a shred video for Star Spangled Banner. So I hope you guys had a good one. We did. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so yeah, I'm not normally here on Wednesday, so Sean will be here on Friday. Just this week, just because everything's different from the holiday, and I will be here again tomorrow. So make sure you check that out. All right. So, hi, Dean. Hi, Lance. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. So cool. I think this is a really good topic. And again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in and giving these topics and ideas because they develop these super cool conversations that we're able to have. Of course, Anthony. That's awesome. When I saw this topic, I was actually very inspired and excited because, oh, that's cool. Thanks. David said he saw the video and it was cool. Thank you. Oh, it's Thursday now in Denmark, so I guess I stayed true to my schedule. All right, so let's get back to this one. But yes, this lick did a lot for me, so I hope it does a lot for you guys. And as always, I've said this before and I'll say it forever, is that you can always take these and make them your own. So that's the coolest thing about the guitar, is not being bound by one person's thing. Like when you're learning how to do your own thing, go for it. Do whatever you want. Just take those concepts and go crazy. Go. You know, that's what he did, is just changing it. That time I just doubled that part. Or just change it to your own thing. Do whatever you want to kind of make it your own. But once you get those patterns kind of under your belt, they're easier to kind of move around. So the big part, though, the big point in my accuracy and timing in this one is to kind of just reiterate that I want you guys to play these slow, to play them fast. So know what you're playing. I know it sounds silly, but you would be surprised how many times someone you'll ask someone to play something slow and they have no idea what they're doing. Or even just listening is one of the best things you can do. I filled in for the Iron Maidens years ago, and I remember I was helping them out, and I had to learn 17 Iron Maiden songs in like a week and a half, and it was super last minute, and I was just, it was cool. I was excited to play with them, but it wasn't expected, so they asked me, and then I learned all the songs, and it was a lot of information just to keep in your head, and, I love Iron Maiden, but I didn't know those songs before. I'd maybe taught them lightly, but I hadn't had to learn them to play with, a well-respected tribute band and have to know all the parts. So for me, I learned that listening was one of the biggest things that I could do. So when I listened to the record, sometimes a lot of times I'd hear things I didn't know before, and I just didn't have the patience to listen to, and I just kind of guessed what it was. So you'll notice that you do that a lot. So just try to listen to it first, be patient, listen at least a couple times, think about where it falls into place in timing, try to even sing it or do something, tap your foot. So tapping your foot is huge. Something in your body has to be connected to the beat. It's a lot easier when it's a drummer, because the drummer brings a lot more life to everything. A metronome can be really tedious, but it is worth it, and it is a lot of fun. So even if you have to crank up that volume on that metronome to make sure you're paying attention, try to tap your foot, and even tap your foot when there is no metronome. I'm always doing that when I'm playing. You just need something that's a beat that's connecting you. That's awesome. Wait. Oh, Raymond, that's cool. Raymond said he's at work, so he's getting paid to watch me play guitar. Let's see. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, my fiance and I did that video, so I'm glad some of you saw it. It's really cool. Thank you. This guitar is awesome. I love this guitar. This guitar is my custom, so it means a lot to me. I was so excited to get it. I got to design it, so it's actually a real piece of lace, and then it's a clear coat, so you can't feel it. But yeah, it's a gold guitar with black lace. I like it a lot. And it's kind of got this wider neck. I was studying with Chris Broderick for a while, and I always thought it was really cool that his custom had a little bit more like extra width, and so when you're bending and you're doing these like fat bends on the 6th or the 1st string, or in his case the 7th string, you're not gonna like go over like that. That was on purpose, by the way. So you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do the previous one. I always thought that was really cool. It's got 24 frets, DiMarzios. Yeah, I love this guitar. Play some Malmsteen. I do love Malmsteen. That's a cool one. I've taught that one before, so you should check that one out. All right, but today I actually want to teach some Jason Becker, so hopefully you like him too, because he is very, very cool. And if you're ever going through something, okay, Bob said to play something. You guys, these are lessons. So, I do know how to play. You guys are always asking me. But these are supposed to be topics that are isolated and teaching you. So I want to make sure I get points across and I'm not just like tooting my own horn or something. So, yes, the neck is long. It is 24 frets. It's normal, but it does look longer. So probably because it doesn't have fret markers too. So thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Harvey, I think it is. And hi, Rodney. Awesome. So someone had asked me a question, and I don't quite remember what it is, but my point was, oh, thank you. My point was playing slow to play fast, building things up, use a metronome, tap your foot, be connected to the beat in some kind of way. Thank you, Lisa. And then pay attention to detail. So the example that I chose that I thought was really cool is a song called Altitudes by Jason Becker. And I really love Jason Becker's playing a lot. For me, it was really helpful for me because I had a huge wrist injury, never thought I'd play fast again, and his story was really inspiring to me. So if you haven't ever heard of him, you should definitely check him out. He's totally inspiring and a great guitar player, if not one of the best for sure. So check out his documentary. I forget what it's called, but it'll definitely inspire you. So Altitudes is it's really beautiful. I was actually learning Perpetual Burn, and just because I wanted to, I like Perpetual Burn, but oh, hi Brian. It's okay. You can slow it down and then play it fast. That's the point of this lesson. So you don't always have to play fast. I just like to play fast. So cool. Altitudes is cool. You should look it up. Why I like this one is because even though he is a super shredder, I'm just going to show you a little snippet. There is a super shred part, but the really, really cool part of this is how you'll notice in the beginning, I'm playing a lot of the same notes, but I'm doing different things to them. So I've talked about this in other lessons, and I just thought this was the best example I could find. So sometimes I've had you guys kind of only use a couple notes and only do a couple things to try and, get different reactions or different like emotion and things out of certain notes. Like I've told you, okay, we're writing a solo, so only use 2 notes and see what you can do, vibrato, bending, all that stuff. So you'll notice that in this example. So it starts with a slide. And then there's a fast part. and right back into a bend. So that's why I kind of wanted to go over this one. I just think it's really beautiful, and I like that beginning part. So let me make sure that you guys are all here. Awesome. Thank you. Hi, Daniel. That is a really typical guitarist joke. That's funny. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, cool. All right, so let's take a look at that. So grab your guitars if you haven't already, and I just think that this one is really cool. I think what you'll get out of this, I know sometimes I show things on here and people act like, oh, I can play that or I can do this, but I think you need to really think about all that you can do to something, like all the emotion that you can invoke and everything. Sorry, I got really passionate, I guess. Everything that you can really push into something. So it's also about the way that you make the guitar sound. That's what makes those great guitar players really stick out in my eyes. So paying attention to detail. So that very first slide is on the 11th fret, 3rd string, and I just slide it into 11. And that's only 2 notes, but there's so much emotion. So I slide in kind of from wherever. I slide in from about the 7th fret. But remember, we're not picking and then sliding it. It's a one motion that creates just that sound of it leading into that note we really want. So into 11. So I did a little bit of vibrato, then I picked twice on 11. So that's all we've done so far. Then I use my 3rd finger to go to the 2nd string, 14th fret. And bend it a half step. So go ahead and try that. This is all about accuracy like we were talking about. So what I did when I picked that note and I told you what I was bending to, I was finding the pitch that I wanted to hit, listening to it, and then hitting it. So whenever you're bending, if you're bending a half step, go up 1 note, a half step before the note that you're trying to bend. So in this case, I was bending 14, but I need to hear 15 because that's what I'm bending to. We're bending to a pitch. A lot of people, when they're first starting out, just think you're bending to nothing. It's not true. You're bending to a specific pitch. So if it's a half step on the guitar, half steps right next to each other. Remember Jaws, and a whole step is Happy Birthday. So, I mean, that's not the key, but you can hear it wherever. So it would be 2 steps or, 2 frets. But in this case, just pick that 1 fret, bend to it. So slide in. And then I'm going to bend. Oh, sorry, actually I go. So that's the part that really got me. Even though it's so simple, when you hear it and you hear him play it or you hear it played, you think like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. And really, we've only played 3 different notes. I mean, that's kind of incredible that there's that much emotion in 3 notes. So that's what I want you guys to really, really pay attention to in this one. Dan, your joke is popular. Is he the guitar player that had to switch from right to left playing because of... He had to... switched to not playing at all. He got Lou Gehrig's disease, which is really, really serious disease, and he lost control over everything. But he's totally powered through it. He's lived a lot longer than expected. And on top of it, he came out still writing albums. Like, he still put out at least 2 records like this, just using a system he made up with his dad, using his eyes to point to note values and kind of create tablature that way, or notated music. And then he has really awesome guitar players like Steve Vai and Marty Friedman, and really big people like Greg Howe. I mean, it's endless. The list is endless. Coming to play songs. So it's really cool. Really, really inspiring. Let's see. I want to start playing. What do you think? Which guitar is good? A Fender Strat, Stratocaster. Thank you. My first guitar was a Squier. So my best advice is, I had a really bad first guitar, and I've had a lot of students over the years that maybe weren't even that serious and got super great guitars, or got, it really depends on you and what you're going to put into it. I think a Strat is a great guitar to start out with. It's actually a pretty nice guitar to start out with. That was my second guitar. It just depends on how into it you are, but always make sure you just check it out and you're comfortable playing that guitar. Because for me, my advice is always, if you love that guitar, you're going to want to play it, and everybody's different. Some people love Washburn, some people love Ibanez, some people love Gibson, some people love Fender. So just make sure that you really go try it out, and if it fits nice and is comfortable, you like the way that it lays on your leg, or when you stand, or you think it's light, or little things like that, or it just feels good when you play it, then that's the guitar for you. That's always my advice. Because if you really are excited about that guitar, you like that guitar, you will play it more. That's what I've learned, at least. Yeah, he's amazing. Perpetual Burn is one of the best guitar instrumental albums ever. That is true. So check it out if you haven't already. It's really, really awesome. And I bet we are actually, I want to get through this example. We are only 10 minutes out, so I want to make sure I give you guys your code. So as always, when you hang out and you hang out with these, I want to give you guys a special discount. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. It's so cool that you guys are following Guitar Control and following me through these lessons. So we want to give you the opportunity to have a discount on our Killer Guitar Control Secrets. So this is all about playing from the heart, and it's for the guitar player that really, excuse me, it's just for the guitar player that wants their own voice on the guitar. And it's all about getting the music that's in your head out of your hands. So this, if you, like me, wanted your own voice on the guitar and didn't want to just sound like everybody else, this is for you. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. So check that out. I think I have a cold. Excuse me. But yes, this is all about playing from the heart. So this is not for someone that wants to sound like somebody else, and hopefully you don't want to sound like somebody else because they already exist. And truly, the most fun thing about the guitar is just being yourself and finding your own voice. It just opens up this whole new world. So this is all about that. This concept covers 3 main topics. It's going to cover technique, which is all the speed picking, all the little things that I tell you guys about, the vibrato, hammer-ons, pull-offs, legato, whatever, bends, and then it's going to do fretboard knowledge. So that's all your scales, your chords, your arpeggios, learning the notes, right? And then your hand-brain connection. So getting what's in your head out of your hands. So if you are into that, this is the DVD for you. So make sure you check it out. I'm going to pin it to the top of Facebook. And if you use this specific code, you'll get a discount. So make sure you use this code. Oh, thank you. And let's get back to our example. So I want to make sure I gave that to you guys before we run out of time. They always go by so much faster than you think. So we are like 8 minutes out. So I don't know if I'll get Perpetual Burn in, but I will get this one in. So again, slide into that note. Then the cool part was I came to the 12th fret. Oh, sorry, 11. So slide. So first I just picked it, then I bend it up, fast, then slow. So it sounds totally different, and I just think it's really cool to hear that same exact note played differently twice in a row, and it, you know, it would take you a second to realize it's the same thing. So again, and then I just kind of legato this 11, 12, 11, 14. And for me, you could use your pinky if you want, but I use my ring finger in this case because I can easily stretch there and I don't need to use my pinky. So I went a pointer on the 2nd string, 11, middle, 12, back to 11. And then I went to 14 with my ring finger. And then I'm going to bend that. And then a little quick one. So I bend it a half step and then a quarter step, but it's just up and down into my crazy speed picking lick, which I like a lot. And you can even pick it one more time. Then he actually goes 14, 15, 16, and then we're gonna do our fast one. So there you go. Almost like a little tiny sweep. So I just picked down 14 on the 2nd string, 15, 16. So I went 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string. And then I go 2nd string, 17, 15, 14, 15, 14, 15. So and then when you speed it up, and then on the 1st string, 14, 15, 14, so that's it. 17 on the 2nd string, 15, 14, 16. And then right into the next version of that lick. So I just kind of go right back to that, sliding into the 11th fret. So So it's really, really cool. I love that song a lot. So I hope you got a lot out of that one too. Maybe we have a little second of Perpetual Burn since we have a couple more minutes. I kind of sped through that, so sorry. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And remember, these videos will exist on our YouTube channel, and they will also exist on our Facebook. Hello from Arkansas. That's awesome. Kind of a Slash vibe to that riff. I don't know about that one, but maybe. I don't know, but cool. Oh, thank you. The speakers, they're Celestians. Alright, so let's go ahead. Thank you, Lisa. Alright, so let's go ahead and try that Perpetual Burn part. But we'll do it a little bit slower so we can get more of it out. So it goes... So, there you go. I never really learned that last part, so sorry. I had to figure it out really quick for you. So, I like this part a lot. So let's try it. So, yeah, it sounds like Yngwie a little bit, I guess. I could see that. So Jason Becker liked Yngwie a lot, so that makes sense. All right, so on the first string, 17, 16, 17, 19, 17, 16. I'm not playing through the orange cabs. Those are my fiance's. But I'm playing through a Mesa Road King cab. But the oranges are awesome. I know it's misleading. They stand out a lot more, I'm sure. Oh, thank you so much. Kwaku. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, let's get back to that one. But I'm using Axe FX and, oh, it's okay, Mitch. Axe FX and Matrix and a Mesa Boogie Road King cab. It's okay, Mitch. This will be on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook. So you can always go back and watch these. So remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube. All right, let me get this look out really quick, and then we'll do a Q&A, and then I will see you tomorrow. So that's awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, whatever, your comment. That was really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this really quick. So on the first string, again, 17, 16, 17, 19, 17, 16. I'm doing all alternate picking. You'll notice my hand kind of crosses over, so here I'm using my middle, pointer, middle, pinky, middle, pointer. Then I go, I actually should cross over, sorry. Second string, I go ring finger, 17, 18, 17, 15. Cross over. And then try and speed up when you can. And then I really like this part. On the third string, go. So I go pinky on the 17th fret, 17, 16, 14, 16, slide down to the 13th fret. So I think that's really cool. So definitely practice that one. If you want to extend it and go up, we go. So I go 13, 14, 15, 13. Sorry, let me just say those numbers over. 13, 14, 16, 17. I slide out of position. 16, 14, 13. On the fourth string, I go 15, 14. and then I go 15, 14, 12, 11, and then on the 6th string, so that was the 5th string, I go 13, 12. And then you can do it really, really fast when you get a chance. So I'll play it for you one more time slow, and then let's go ahead and do Q&A. So it's a little harder after that part. So just making sure you're moving all those fingers when you're supposed to. But yeah, let's go ahead and do Q&A. I'm going to give you guys that code one more time. So thank you for hanging out with me today. Again, the main points of today's lesson for how to develop timing and accuracy on the guitar is to play slow to play fast. That's my biggest one. And again, I have another video that's really in-depth on speed picking and just kind of, I think it would touch base on a lot of accuracy issues. So make sure you check that out on our YouTube channel, my 5 basic speed picking technique, or my 5 best speed picking tips. So slow to fast, a metronome, of course, for timing, or using your foot or a drum machine or something, or play with a drummer, but you have to have something that just locks you in. And then also pay attention to details. So when I was giving you that Jason Becker example, just how to slide into the note, what are they doing, listening before you just jump in and play. Also practice smarter. So when we talked about that first lick, how I kind of isolated the problem area instead of just going over and over and over again. And yeah, those are my main points. And Tony, I know, I'm sorry. I love this guitar so much. I had filmed a video yesterday in our other studio room, and so I left it. Roger, I did play with Dreaming Dead. I haven't been asked that in a long time, but I did. Years ago. Let's see. Where do I get my inspiration from phrasing? Oh, let me give you guys... Actually, sorry, let me give you guys this code one more time, and then I'm going to answer all these questions. So before I forget, this is the link to our Killer Guitar Control Secrets, all about playing from the heart. This is for, how does a Jason Becker become a Jason Becker? This is more how to become one of the greats, not to copy the greats. So make sure you check this out. This is my discount code to you for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow with another topic from you guys. So thank you for sending these in. Remember, feel free to leave comments on any questions that you have and any other things you'd like us to go over. So let me check out that question. But yes, this hits technique, fretboard knowledge, and hand-brain connection. So make sure you check this out. It's very cool. Where do I get my inspiration for the phrasing? Well, this wasn't my song, but he's just a really creative person. But where I get my inspiration is sometimes if I'm really stuck, I'll try to learn something like how I learned that Jason Becker one just this last week. I just kind of wanted to hear it. I heard it and wanted to know what he was doing. So I learned it, and then I'll try and use those same concepts or tricks when I'm improvising or jamming on my own things. And that kind of always sparks another little thing for me, a new inspiration or a new route to go. But for me, I usually use my voice a lot, and I try to think like that, or I just kind of jam on it, and that's really, I guess, what I do. Jason does have a great page. If you follow him on the internet, he's awesome. He's very, very cool, and he responds a lot to people, which is also really, really awesome. Oh, geez, I'm sorry, Peter. That is hard. Oh, of course. Oh, man, I hope I said your name right. Kwaku. Let's see. Any practice or exercise you can recommend for just the left hand? I figured tons of legato work. Yeah, I actually, when I had I guess I wouldn't call it a surgery, but when I wasn't able to play guitar because I had tendonitis in both my wrists, and that was awful, and I do not recommend getting that. So that's why a lot of times I'll recommend to you guys, don't overdo it, or, take breaks or stretch, or we've done things that are warm-up videos and little stretches and stuff like that. I would do a lot of legato, but I also wouldn't wear it out. For me, I ended up having to get cortisone shots in my wrists, and just little ones, not the full amount or anything. And I had to slowly build back up, and I just did the regular exercises. I always like the chromatic, because there's so many versions of them. Like when you do the every other string, or even string skipping or just changing the finger independency. For me, that helped a lot. But if you're doing that without your picking hand, I would just do legatos, you know. I think the dime bag one's like that, and then you do your next finger. So really similar concept. And these really, really, really will give you a workout. And also then, so what all I did was go pointer to second finger, so middle, pointer, and I just did hammer and pull off, hammer and pull off. And then I did my ring finger, then to pinky, using my pointer as my first note every single time. Then go ahead and change it and use your middle finger as your note, your starting note, like that. And then do the same thing now with just these two fingers, and that's going to be the hardest one. So I would really just work on those. I would also take a break though, because you are injured, so make sure that you're stretching and doing things like that. But if I understand not wanting to lose anything, so I would definitely do a lot of legato and try that one out. I mean, it's a dime bag one, so. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, of course. I hope it helps. I know it's not fun. That was not fun for me. How often do you do these live lessons? I just stumbled across this. I've been playing for 30 years and love to get tips and styles from other players. That's awesome. I think that is the coolest attitude to have. I've talked about that a lot too. I always think it's really good to try to learn from anybody, because some of the best teachers I've had are most inspirational ones, and some of the best guitar players I know have that attitude, and it only helps them. But I do these twice a week. So I'm here at usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Wednesday is random. Every once in a while I'll be here on a different day, but it's always at 7. So sometimes just if a major life event or something comes up, or they just change it because, you know, we had the holiday. So usually I'm here Tuesday and Thursday at 7 Central. But that's awesome. I think it's very cool. I like open mic events. I learn a lot from others. Yeah, I think that's awesome. Anything where you're learning anything from anybody else is always good. And also, don't limit yourself to just guitar music. You know, like I remember when I was going to MI, there was somebody there that would always come into our, like, we had these live playing workshops, and we would, you know, improvise and stuff. Or we'd have to learn these certain songs, and then you were maybe supposed to take a solo. And he would go learn the sax solo on guitar and then play it on guitar. And he was playing things that none of us ever thought of. So someone else had asked about, where do you get ideas for melodies? You can get them anywhere, or how to be melodic. So you can get them honestly anywhere. And sometimes if you take from something that's not guitar, when you apply it to the guitar, you sound so creative and so different because it's not there. Oh, you know what? We are almost at time. So if there's a couple more questions, I'll answer them. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. I will give you that link one more time. So this is for Killer Guitar Control Secrets. Remember, all about playing from the heart, how to be the best you, so how to get what's in your head out of the guitar. So make sure that you check that out. So I will send you guys this link. And yes, I think it's always great to take and learn from anything that you can. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Said he friended me on Facebook, and that he's not my boyfriend anymore. We're gonna be married in 2 months, but thank you. Yeah. So, and that's also something really cool. So my fiance is a really, really amazing guitar player, and he is super creative in ways that I'm not, and I always think that that's really inspiring. So I always kind of, I don't know, think that that's really cool. When we play together, I feel like I get pushed a lot more to be more creative, because I think I kind of went to shred school and liked all the shredders, and not that I fit in a box, but I think that he is creative in ways that I'm not. And when we play together, I really like try to up my creativity, and I think that's really good. I think we both kind of push each other. So I think that's really cool. So if you have somebody like a friend or anything that's like that, I would definitely jam with them. Yes, Bach piano violin. Shred something really quick. All right. All right. Thank you. Awesome. Let me see. Sarah Rutledge. This is Sarah's hubby, Jack. I think, did I go to school with you at MI? Maybe? And that's awesome. Hi. Let me put this in really quick. Sorry. I hope I got that right. You can always tell me where. Mark here. Very cool. Thank you, Mark. Yes, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please leave topics, things that you guys want to learn. Again, I will actually be back tomorrow, so go ahead and tune in tomorrow at 7 Central for another topic. And here is the code for YouTube, so check that out. If you want our killer guitar control secrets, check out our website, guitarcontrol.com. Also, check out our Killer Guitar Control Secrets. So here is our DVD code. This is the discount code for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Let's see. Awesome. That's very cool. And yeah, check out our video if you haven't already. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a really good... oh, I'm sorry, Mitch. No answer again, but thanks. Mitch, can you ask your question again? I don't see all the questions, so I toggle between YouTube and Facebook only shows me like 4 at a time. So ask me again, and then I will answer it. What is my go-to scale for the most fun? I love minor, so anything minor. I like variations of minor, but I just prefer minor. I'm starting to learn to like major a little bit, but I don't know. I'm a really happy person, I'd say, in general. And maybe that's why I like playing minor stuff. So I think maybe that's why. But yeah, Mitch, ask me again, because I can't see your question. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Like when you use your ring finger and your pointer when you shred. Oh, thanks. All right, let's see. Do you like rave at all? Is rave a band? And that probably answers your question. I like almost everything, to be honest. I don't like going to raves, if that's what you're asking me, but I'm sure they are fun. But I don't know if there's band rave, but I like most things. I try to find things that I like and everything, but I always get stuck on like the same band, so I should probably listen to other things. And I like to write a lot. Sometimes I don't listen to much at all because I'm busy writing or doing something like that. But I get the most out of playing with other people too. Oh, type of music, like trance. No, I don't know. My fiance is involved in like the DJ world a little bit, and so we've gotten to go to some really big shows and stuff, and festivals, and it's always interesting to me, but it's not necessarily my thing. But it is very cool. I think the production is really, really interesting. Best new band. I haven't listened to any of the like new bands. I think Yvette Young is really good. I think she's a super interesting guitar player. So I like Covette. I think they're really cool. I like I guess the most newest thing. I listen to like a lot of older stuff, so I like a lot of the Shred people. But I liked that Born of Osiris album that came out too, but that was a while ago with Jason Richardson. I really liked that. But I should listen to some new things because I have not. But I think she's very interesting, so I would definitely check her out. And there was somebody else. I think Jason Richardson is really, really good too. I've not really listened to the Pretty Reckless, but I probably should. I've heard a lot about them, but I haven't listened to them that much. All right, Mitch, I did not see your question again. I am sorry. I'm not able to really see it. I can't see it till the streams are like over. But I'm sorry I didn't answer. You can send me a message or you can ask me again. But I'm sorry I didn't get to see it this time. Again, Facebook, it goes by so fast. So if you ever feel like I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I literally can't see them. Like it shows me 4 and then they're gone. So it's kind of luck of the draw. And if someone writes more than 1, then obviously I'm definitely not going to see it too. Like if someone writes a few comments in a row. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. And again, Mitch, I'm sorry. So feel free to ask me that question again. But I'm going to check if you did it one last time. And then I will set you guys free. So I will see you tomorrow. Again, check out our Killer Guitar Control Secrets if you haven't already. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out.